Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm wearing one of the masks that one of my subscribers sent to me. I had to change the straps to like these little elastic straps because the other ones were a little pulling my ears forward. And these are even a little short, but it's more comfortable. I just love the pattern so much. And I put my little Gay Pride little pin on there because it is June after all, Gay Pride month. So I'm at Walmart doing a little shopping trip. One of my subscribers sent me $25 on PayPal. Thank you very much. And for treats for the cats. And I thought, well, that's a perfect excuse to go to Walmart because my grocery store seems to always be out of my cat treats. So I'm buying a few things. Want to see what I'm getting? There are people, especially on my Facebook page, who are very judgmental about people who shop at Walmart, and you know, because Walmart doesn't have the best practices towards their employees and blah blah blah. But when I can afford to shop at other places, I will. But for the time being, I'm at Walmart. Egg noodles, and I'm gonna buy a head of cabbage and an onion at my grocery store, which is really close by to my house, to make this dish I saw someone make. It's just real simple. It's cabbage, egg noodles, an onion, garlic. That's it. I'm going to probably add some ground turkey to that, but I just thought it sounded really kind of satisfying, cabbage and noodles, and so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to try this thing, and with it's basically just orzo pasta with, I'm gonna add real broccoli to it, but it's like $1 something, so I thought I'll try it. Little macaroni and cheese, super cheap, like $1 change, with a pound of ground turkey. Yummy. And look at this, I'm super excited about this. It's a little short, it's not a very long tool, and my Instant Pot is fairly tall, but it's a chopper. It's got little sharp blades on the bottom, so you can, when you're browning ground beef or ground turkey, most of the time in my house, you just chop it up and move it around, and I just think that looks great, and I think it's only a couple bucks. So I'm gonna pick that up. Couple cans of cat food for Diana. Spoons. I always run out of spoons, and these are $1.68 or something for 4, so there you go. And I'm buying these. Now, my Walmart sells these. They're 20 in a package, which is equal to 5 packets that I typically buy. And they're $9.98 or something like that, $9.38 for a package of 20. So I'm buying 6 of them. Yeah, I'm buying 6 boxes of these. For those folks who do not know me or my cats, or are starting to judge me on buying that many cat treats, 60 bucks in cat treats. I have these cat treats are one of the only things my cats will eat besides this one dry food. 1 or 2 of them will eat other things, but these are the things that my cats really seem to enjoy all around the house. The cat treats are, oh my God, there's people all over the place. So I'm trying to wear my mask, but I can't talk through it. My cats really enjoy these cat treats. They love them. And so every morning when I bring Buddy in from his walkabout, we all go through probably 4 or 5 of the little tubes that are inside that box. And then that is enough to kind of make Buddy happy that it came in the house. Everyone gets a little bit of attention, a little bit of a treat. They really enjoy it. Since they're creamy, there's a lot of hydration in there, and my cats, definitely Claire, because she gets constipated, definitely can make the most of that hydration. And they just love them, and it's definitely a way for the 3 of them and me to kind of spend about 10 or 15 minutes all behaving, all being patient, and it's nice. So it's our little ritual in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes and then definitely before bed they get another little round. So I go through 10 or 15 of those little tubes. They're half an ounce each a day. I know that sounds a lot, but with 3 cats, that's still pretty sensible. Usually it's like 8 to 10 tubes, but sometimes it's like 15 tubes. So some of my subscribers send these to me fairly often, and I'm so grateful for them because I go through, as you can just tell, I go through a lot of these cat treats. And that's when I'm home all the time. If I'm reserve in June, for example, where I'm home a lot, I'm going to blow through these boxes really pretty quick. So I was going to get 4 of them, but they only had 6 on the shelf, and I don't get out here that often. It takes me about 3 hours round trip to get here, do my shopping, and get back to the apartment. And it's just like a good part of the day. I might as well just get everything, and I'm going to continue shopping. I almost bought a Samsonite under cedar bag because I don't have a Ron bag or a Turn bag. And when I'm not here, I might describe later on when I'm at home what those bags are, if you don't already know. I keep looking at it. It's $54, $64. It's a nice bag. But I'm like, do I really need it? Probably not. So I'm not going to buy it. But so yeah, I'm at Walmart. Where's my mask? Oh, right here. And then I'm going to go home, and I'll see what else happens on this day off. I just realized something which is very surprising to me. Very surprising. I have not eaten today. Now, I woke up at 4 to let Buddy outside. Then I woke up again about 8 because he was meowing. Got back in bed. Woke up about 11, and I slept a fair amount today, which was really nice. And then, I don't know, the cats and I played around a little bit. I was just futzing around on the internet. Then I decided I really should come here. And it is now almost 7 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock in the evening. I have had a Diet Dr. Pepper, and that's it. I have not eaten anything or had anything to drink, which is really not good because it's summer in Las Vegas, since last night. That is like a record for me. It's like I'm fasting or something. I'm realized like, oh, I think I'm getting lightheaded. And a moment ago, you know, when you get that hungry that it feels like someone just pokes you in the belly like a Pillsbury Doughboy? That's what I'm feeling right now. So I have to fight myself not to throw a peach pie in this cart because that's what I want right now. I might get a little snack to eat on the bus home because I'm getting deliriously hungry. But I don't think I've ever gone this long without eating unless I had to for an operation or something, you know. Weird. All right, well, wish me luck. I don't end up walking out of here with a peach pie. All right, I'm gonna eat this salad instead of a piece of pie. Congratulations to me. That's willpower. All right, I made it out of Walmart. I don't know if I've spent $85 at one time within memory. I don't even remember the last time I spent that much money at one time. But, yeah, there you go. I got a lot of stuff, though. I got a lot of stuff. Most of that was, of course, cat treats. But this is the bag. This is, it's a big red. Of course, when I have my beard, I look like a Santa Claus when I carry it. But it's a big red ripstop nylon bag that's holding all of my groceries. It's by a company called Baggu, Big Baggu. It's again, ripstop nylon. It fits inside this little pocket. But this is my reusable grocery bag. I love this thing. If you ever have a chance, if you're a big fan of reusable bags, I don't know if they sell them anymore. I have to go on Amazon and look. Not that I need one because I have this one, but it's the best reusable bag I have ever used. All right, let's go to the bus stop and wait for that. Womp womp. So the bus, the 203, passed by that away recently, and it'll be a while before it comes this way. So I'm gonna hang out here. Sorry about the sound of traffic. This is the soundtrack to my life, is being passed by people with vehicles. One day I'll decide that I want to really saddle myself with the debt of owning a vehicle, but not right yet. In the meantime, I'm going to do a little research on apartment complexes that are within a reasonable distance from the airport. Sorry for the traffic. I do want to move into a larger apartment. Having spent the last 2 months in the apartment, my studio, with my cats are incredibly patient, and I know that it's not like they're suffering in the studio, but it's not a lot of room, and I see how bored Eleanor gets. She really does want to run around, but she really can't in my apartment. So I want to start this traffic. I want to start looking for a larger apartment where they would have more room. And I might actually be able to have my own space. Because right now, when I want to sit down and use my laptop or film a video or eat something that's hot, I have to clear off spaces that I've dedicated to my cats, which is every space I have. So I think I want a larger apartment for them, but also really to be able to sit down and eat a meal in my own apartment without taking up space that I really think the cats deserve. Yeah, so I want to look at a larger apartment. I got a pay raise as of May 1st. I just kind of saw it the first time in my May paycheck, but because I really wasn't flying, I didn't get any other hours. It's hard to see that pay raise, but come July, I really should see my pay raise more, obviously. It's a couple dollars more an hour. It was a good pay jump. 3 years is like the time that you can start to survive on my salary. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start looking for larger apartments. I may not move. If I find something I can afford that's easy enough to get to and from work without a car, because I can't afford a car and a larger apartment. There's just no way. I don't know how some of my coworkers do it. I have coworkers, like, I won't say names. I have some coworkers who also have YouTube channels, who, like, have an apartment, have a car, and they're out buying, like, you know, $8, $10, $12 in Starbucks every day, and it's just, like, spending all this money. And I'm like, how are you doing that? I know what you make. I just don't understand how, but, you know, I'm trying to save money too, so I don't know. All right, so let me do a little research on some apartments. If I see anything exciting, I'll let you know about it. But that's how I'm going to spend my time, waiting for a bus. Again, this traffic. You are probably irritated. I hardly hear it unless I'm filming. All right. See you soon. All right, so this light isn't that bad, is it? This is the little miniature ring light that I think it was Amy that sent it to me. I'm still mixing up the boxes that Amy and Tracy sent me. But I love this little ring light. I think it'll be helpful, especially in my hotel rooms. But I wanted to film a little moment of thanks to Daniel. He's one of my subscribers that we chat a lot, and there's a lot of emails back and forth, and he's just the sweetest guy. And I believe his birthday is tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. So I just want to wish him a little happy birthday. I don't know if I can do a little birthday wish to everybody, but Daniel is just very special. And I just want to say happy birthday, and hope you have a great day, and we'll talk soon, right? Hey guys, all right, so I'm home. I've been home for a little bit now. It took me about an hour to get back from Walmart today, and that's about 6 miles on the bus. It's part and parcel of not having a car and living in Las Vegas. So I can't complain. The bus cost $5 for 24 hours, so there you go. I did get Caesar salad at Walmart. It was $4. It was delicious, but cardboard would have been delicious. I didn't eat until 8:30 tonight, and I hadn't eaten since last night. So I don't know what happened. I don't have no idea. That's never happened to me before. I'm not one to miss a meal. Yeah, so while I was at the bus stop waiting for the bus, I looked at a couple of things. First off, I received an email from our union about bids for July. Now, quick reminder, we bid for lines for the next month on the 12th of each month, and we usually find out on the 17th, I think it is, what line or reserve that we're awarded for the month. Last month, we had 12 regular lines and 1 chaser line, so that meant 37 people had a line in June. You know, I wasn't one of them. And it's just been awful. I hate reserve. I really do. I don't want to rub it in for the people who are on reserve. When you're on reserve the first time and you've never been a line holder, once you've kind of gotten used to the whole rhythm of it, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. And if you figure out which is the best notification period for you, and you really start to figure out how to meal prep and sleep, it is fairly painless once you've gotten used to it. But after you've had a line, it's just almost unbearable. It's just awful. I hate it, really. I won't candy coat it. So July, I've been very anxious. I've had a fruit fly flying around here. I've been very anxious around July. And so I've been looking forward to the 12th with a little anxiety. Well, the angels have spoken. I received an email today from our union, and I'm going to read some of it to you. And if you can hear the relief in my voice, this is a little spoiler for you, but we're happy to report that the COVID-19 line drawdown has currently subsided and things are slowly getting back to normal. For the month of July, we'll have a total in Las Vegas of 217 lines. That means 448 flight attendants will be line holders. This total does not include any relief lines should they be offered. There'll be plenty of lines for those who like turns, 4 days, and anything in between. Now, 448, the way they figured that out is that we have our regular mixed lines, which can be anything of a 1 day to 2 day, 3 day, 4 day trip on different kinds of aircraft with different numbers of flight attendants. Those lines always have 3 members on them. We have 321 chaser lines, which have 1 person. I said 2 people, I'm so sorry, per line. And we have a 320 chaser line, which has 1 flight attendant per line. So the combination of different pairings are equaled 448. Now, I read this email with great joy. And the weight that kind of lifted off my chest that I wasn't really even aware of until I read this email is just enormous. In that I'm usually about 410 in seniority on base out of 700 and something flight attendants in Las Vegas. You go, girl. Oh, they're playing good. So this email just basically doesn't guarantee anything because anything could change. But as of right now, this means I'm going to have a line in July. I may not like it because I'm not going to, whoa, Eleanor just cornered Claire in, hey, excuse me, I have to break up a fight. All right. I have a pet carrier down here, and Claire and Eleanor were running around. Claire ran into the pet carrier, and Eleanor was like hissing and trying to, bat her paw at Claire, and it was a little bit more than play. And so I just paused this and I smacked the table. The 2 of them jumped. Eleanor jumped up And while Eleanor was reacting, Claire scooted out of the pet carrier. I wish I could have filmed it. And then Eleanor went back to attack Claire inside the pet carrier, and Claire wasn't there. And Eleanor isn't the brightest cat. She's occasionally clever. It kind of breaks through. The sun breaks through the clouds, but she's not always the brightest cat. And she was just thoroughly confused as to where Claire went. It was just so funny. What was I talking about? All right, so I'm going to have a line no matter what in July is what I'm saying. I'm usually 410. I usually get my choice of a line because I want lines that are very particular that no one else really wants. Eleanor's looking again for Claire. Like, where'd she go? Depending on who takes voluntary time off, they're going to give 40 people. Somebody's hissing and I don't like it. Chill. Sorry, I'm yelling at the kids. So they're going to offer 40 slots for voluntary time off. So all right, hold on. I don't think I'll see the other two for a little while. I had to let Buddy know that he was not in trouble. He usually is in trouble. Ooh, those girls, they're never bad. All right. I don't even know what I was telling you. The 40 VTO spots, whatever. So, I am going to have a line in July. So I'm super, super, super excited. Hugely relieved. Excuse me. But I'll tell you something else is just wonderful, is that my airline has said in one meeting recently that if we're going to have furloughs, if furloughs will happen, and this is the closest they've talked about it, this is the most they've talked about it, if they were to happen, it would be dependent on July's flying, what happens in July. So it's apparently in July that people start to book for obviously August, September, October, and start preparing for fall. So they'll have a better idea as to what to expect this fall. Well, you know, if July, we're going to have 448 lines. That's probably, I don't know, 80%, maybe less, maybe more actually, about 80% of our normal lines for July. And I really think that that could be a strong indicator that flying, if not getting back to normal, will be pretty robust compared to what it has been. And my prayer, and I don't pray a lot, my prayer is that we don't see furloughs in my airline. And I think seeing furloughs happen in so many other airlines, I read about them every day on Facebook, the potential for us to have furloughs is slimmer than it was. And being that I'm halfway up the seniority list, I'm dead center in the company seniority, which is just mind-blowing, that I'm almost guaranteed now, I think, with this new information that I won't be furloughed. But I love my coworkers. I work with amazing people. Now, with my airline being the airline that it is, we're an ultra low cost carrier, but no bones about it. We are not Delta. I don't think we want to be Delta. But the caliber of flight attendant that you'll find with my airline is spectacular. You wouldn't believe the people that I work with. They're fantastic. There's a couple bad apples, but that I pray that my friends and my coworkers don't see furloughs. And this information for me feels like a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm super comforted by that information, and I'm super excited that I could potentially have a line in July. It won't be the best line, of course, but I'll take it. I'll be very happy with a line, and I can't wait to share with you my reaction to my line in July. So something else I was thinking about, and I have been thinking about this for a little while, and I didn't mean this to be a long, huge monologue, but of course this is one of my videos, so what else would you expect? So I've been thinking a lot the past 2 months. kind of started with a comment that was under one of my videos where they mentioned like, gee, I couldn't live with such clutter. I reacted like, what do you mean this isn't clutter? I mean, this is all for my cats. This is, this is what I have to do to make sure that they have enough room to be as happy as possible in this very small apartment. And that it kind of started with that, like, well, it is cluttered. This is neat. This is what you can see. The rest, I mean, I've shared with you the pile of cardboard that is their other play tower. And that, and just all the rest of this, which is theirs. I'm at this kitchen table now where I film my videos. It's also the table where I come to when I eat something hot that I can't eat in bed. If I want to sit and do something on my laptop, I go to my table here. But this isn't my table. This is my cat's table. Some people think I'm a little overboard with my cats, but I live in a tiny apartment. It's including the closet, 440 square feet, 450 square feet, including the closet and the bathtub and the kitchen, which is unusable completely. It's a very small space. So the cats have to really acclimate to just this little room. And I have acclimated to it in sacrificing every inch of space. Half of my bed is cat beds. I've been sacrificing this much space for the cats' comfort and health and well-being. And I'm happy to do it because they are my life. One of my friends on Facebook, her cat died recently, and she had a piece of art glass made with the cat's ashes, and I wept over just the idea of her holding this cool little piece of glass and it warming under her touch with her precious cat's Hannah ashes embedded in this piece of art glass. And I just imagine this cold piece of glass warming under her hands, and the tears were falling and falling. My cats are my life. If that's pathetic, I'm so sorry, but tough. Judge me all you want. I think I'm really, but I'm at the same point, I'm past the point where I think I can really sacrifice much more in terms of space. My rent is $600 a month. It went up a tiny bit. Plus utilities, which is really just electricity, renter's insurance, and everything else. My rent, including everything, is probably $675, $650 a month, maybe $650 a month. Actually, I would say $675 a month. It's probably just under $700 a month for everything. But what I get for that, now in most parts of the country, in Boston where I used to live, this place would be $2,200 a month, easy. Oh, easy, $2,200 a month for this apartment, because it includes pretty much everything. It's so convenient to grocery stores and the airport and stuff. This place would be $2,200, easy. And I recently got, this is all building up to something, you could probably already figure it out. In May 1st, I got a pay raise. I got almost a $3 a month, an hour pay raise, almost $3 an hour. Not that I was making a lot, but it definitely makes a big difference, or it will. I've only seen one paycheck with that pay raise in it at all. On the 15th of this month, I'll see another page. I'll see a regular paycheck and see kind of what that offers me. It won't include per diem. It won't include any lead pay or anything like that because I didn't work in June. But I'll see basically what my base pay is going to be for 36 hours. And it's a lot better than it was, especially last year or the year before. So in this thinking, I'm really tired. I'm really getting tired of sacrificing every square inch of my apartment. Every inch of my apartment is dedicated to my cats, and that's fine to a point. And so I spent the hour waiting for the bus and the bus to getting home, browsing on the internet. What? Can you hear this noise? That noise? That's Claire trying to rip apart a cardboard box. I spent the time I was waiting for a bus and the bus ride home looking at apartments online. And I was hoping for a 2-bedroom apartment, something of about 1,000 square feet. I would like to have a lot of space. I'm not sure if 1,000 square feet sounds like a lot or not, but it sounds like a giant cave to me. So I'm going to spend this week, my movables, I have 4 movable days off. If they don't use me the day after tomorrow by midnight, I'll have 4 days off in a row. And I'm going to spend those 4 days looking at apartments, potentially for some, and my budget for an apartment is my max is going to be about 12, I was hoping for $1,200. It's about $1,000. And I don't think that's incredibly over the top. I don't think that's too much to ask for. So I'm going to do my best to spend the next week or so looking at apartments and to move when I can. I've saved up with people's help. I had one of my YouTube subscribers actually help me pay for a month's rent, if you want to believe it. And the comfort that brought me, I can't tell you the comfort that brought me. And I'm sorry this has turned into a huge long monologue, but some of you like this stuff. I don't know. The others, you can give me a thumbs down. It's okay. But, you know, my coworkers in Florida and in Texas have been struggling with unemployment. Everyone has been helpless in that they weren't able to receive unemployment, or the safety net wasn't there for them and it wasn't working. And I don't have the best luck, and can't always depend on a safety net. So I was very anxious, and when she helped make sure that I was going to be comfortable for a month here this summer, I can't even tell you that it was just one of the most moving experiences ever to know that someone was taking care of me for that month. But between that, my stimulus check that I got, some people didn't get, unemployment, which I got for a month, I got 4 weeks of unemployment, that, and I got 36 hours of pay in June. I have enough money in my account right now that I could actually afford a down payment, and not a down payment, first month's deposit, and move into an apartment that's bigger than mine. That only took me like 10 minutes to tell you that. So that's what my hope is. You know, I have in this fantasy world of mine, I had this fantasy that I would one day be able to put enough money down for a deposit on a house, but I don't see that really ever happening to me. It was either that, move, or there was also a thought that I could potentially put this money that I have, all of it, which would be a little risky, into a down payment on a car. To have the freedom of a car and not to have to go through what I did today to go to Walmart would be nice. And I'll tell you, another potential gift was offered to me in terms of a used car that would have been, it would have required a lot of maintenance and work, and I don't think it would have been a good deal to take it. Someone offered me something of help with a vehicle, but this vehicle would have been really difficult to maintain. It would have invited some challenges that I won't go into. Yeah. So my thought is to either invest the money I have into a space that's healthy for me and my cats, instead of actually getting a car. That's my thought. Only took me 20 minutes to tell you that. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is let you guys go because you guys have been patient and lovely and wonderful as usual. in watching to these points. I am on reserve for 2 days. Then I'll have my 4 days of movables off. So I probably won't film anything in the next 2 days unless I'm called for a trip, of course. If I see some apartments, if I have the opportunity to look at an apartment or two, I might bring you along with me. Otherwise, I may not make another video until I receive my bid award for my bids for July. There's also a small chance I could make some sort of video on a particular topic. Oh, I have a question for you. If you're still listening, if you're still watching, I have a thought around making a video about traveling with children during on an aircraft. This past 2 trips I was on, there were tons of children on board. I saw a lot of good and bad. I don't think I have to ask permission to make a video, do I? So I think I'm going to make a video about traveling with children on airplanes. So you may see a video about that sooner than later. I don't know. But I'm rambling at this point. So I will talk to you guys later. There you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Fly safe.